I do last night. Empty bottles on the floor tell me why I feel this way. 'Cause I like to drink and hang with my friends. I like to dance to a local band. I drink alcohol and stay up all night, but I drink whiskey to drown out the wine. I told my baby this morning it's gonna be a guy's night out. She got that leaving kind of look in her eyes. But I like to drink and hang with my friends. I like to dance to a local band. I drink alcohol and stay up all night, but I drink whiskey to drown out the wine. 'Cause I like to drink and hang with my friends. I like to dance to a local band. I drink alcohol and stay up all night, but I drink whiskey to drown out the wine. But I drink whiskey to drown out the wine.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
I was so in love with you, it felt like so brand new, sitting by the fire late at night. I still wonder why I ever made you cry. You could have left me, you should have let me go. I was nobody, driving you crazy, all the time on my mind. You were there for me, and you made me somebody. Someday I'll make it right. In my heart, by my side, you stayed with me when I was nobody. were there for me, and you made me somebody. Someday I'll make it right. In my heart and by my side, just stay with me. When I was nobody, I was nobody, driving you crazy all the time on my mind. You were there for me, and you made me somebody. Someday I'll make it right. In my heart and by my side, just stay with me. When I was nobody, I was nobody.
His name is Bobby Ocean. That is a great song called I Was Nobody. And before that, I Like to Drink. Well, I'll keep it to water for the next 3 hours. But welcome to Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. We are KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best. Tonight, we're going to be playing 3 songs in a row from every artist all show long. That is how we do it on Triple Play Thursday. And we've got a couple of great radio interviews coming up tonight. First, at the bottom of this hour, Mr. Donovan Lee Carpenter is going to join me again. He's my good buddy, and we have interviewed before. We're looking forward to that tonight, and a couple of new songs from him to debut as well. Then, in the 8:30 p.m. hour, bottom of the next hour, Mr. Ellis Griffin is going to stop by. We're going to debut 3 of his songs for you tonight and find out the stories behind them as well. So, great music on the radio tonight, and the stories behind the songs. You're going to hear those too. We want to thank all of our radio affiliates and syndicated stations that replay the show. Great radio stations like KUHS Denver at KUHSdenver.com, Country Road 58 from Germany, countryradio.musicbox4friends.com, that is from Belgium. DevilsCountryRadio.com is also Belgium. RadioTheKing.be, that is Belgium. WVMIRadio.com. We've got RealRadio.us. We are on DownTheRoadRadio.com from Ireland. We are on CountryMusicExpress.co.uk. And our live radio player is also on Country Music Express magazine. We are on Bourbon Trail Radio, TheChimpFM.com, that is from Canada, and CountryThunder.com.au from Australia. We are also on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, on Zeno FM. Just search KICR Indie Country Radio or Today's Country with Tim Kelly, and you will find the program. You can check out the video to this next song on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. Mr. Bobby Ocean one more time. This is called She Was My Girl on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, new country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
She was my girl, every young man's dream. From the time she walked into my life, I'll never be the same. She was her mother's daughter, homemade through and through. Your graduation party where I fell in love with you. If I could, I'd go back to that place where I made you my girl. Here I stand with my heart in my hand, thinking of when she was my girl. take your hand and tell you I should have never let you go. If I could, I'd go back to that place where I made you my girl. Here I stand with my heart in my hand, thinking of when she was my girl. If I could, I'd go back to that place where I made you my girl. Here I stand with my heart in my hand, thinking of when she was my girl, thinking of when she was my girl.
It's time for today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
I wake up every morning and it happens again. She's wrapped up all around me. If she keeps loving on me like this, I'm never gonna want her to leave. Her pretty face is always wearing a smile. She swears I put it there. Well, who am I to question why she's crazy about me, when honestly I don't care. If it keeps going like it's going, if we keep rolling on this strong, if it keeps going like it's going, gonna keep on rolling along. Yeah, keep on rolling along. I thought by now she'd have changed her mind, moved on to someone new. But she can't get enough of this good old boy. So what's a good old boy to do? If it keeps going like it's going, if we keep rolling on this strong, if it keeps going like it's going, gonna keep on rolling along. Yeah, keep on rolling along. No way I'm gonna fight it, this wave I'm gonna ride it. Sometimes it's just your time. If it keeps going like it's going, if we keep rolling on this strong, if it keeps going like it's going, gonna keep on rolling along. If it keeps going like it's going, if we keep rolling on this strong, if it keeps going like it's going, gonna keep on rolling along. Yeah, baby, keep on rolling along. Yeah, keep on rolling along.
Song number 2.
You see that girl right there with the moonlight shining in her hair? Buddy, she's the one that I told you about. You know this restless heart of mine ain't the falling in love kind, but I think it might be too late for that now. That girl is a game changer, a soul savior. The devil in me's in a world of danger. This hellraiser is a backseat taker now. Since she come around, that girl is a risk taker, a wild horse breaker. When the lights go down, she's a sweet love maker. And I finally found the one I can't live without. That girl is a game changer. There's just something about her smile that drives me a different kind of wild. It makes me want to lay it all out on the line. And everybody around here knows this is about the time that I let go. But I can't afford to say goodbye this time. 'Cause that girl is a game changer, a soul savior. The devil in me's in a world of danger. This hellraiser is a backseat taker now. Since she come around, that girl is a risk taker, a wild horse breaker. When the lights go down, she's a sweet love maker. And I finally found the one I can't live without. That girl is a game changer. That girl is a game changer, a soul savior. The devil in me's in a world of danger. This hellraiser is a backseat taker now. Since she come around, that girl is a risk taker, a wild horse breaker. When the lights go down, she's a sweet love maker. And I finally found the one I can't live without. That girl is a game changer. That girl is a game changer.
His name is Marty Heddon. That is Heddin. Marty Heddon. That is called Game Changer. And before that, Going Like It's Going. Boy, it's going all right so far on Triple Play Thursday. Just about 19 minutes into the show. And you can already hear why we call this station New Country's Best. You can follow us on Twitter at New Country's Best and follow yours personally, or yours truly personally, on my account at Tim Kelly On Air. I'm also on TikTok and Instagram at Tim Kelly On Air. Great to be on the air tonight on Triple Play Thursday. How about one more from Marty Heddon to complete his triple play? It is called A Little Less Lonely on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I'm only half past heartache, and it's almost closing time. Just like that clock on the wall, you're still hanging on my mind. Every sip feels like one more step, a little farther down that line. I'm a little less lonely, a lighter shade of blue. Climbing and stumbling, trying to get over you. Pour me one more round of a double shot of Crown, 'cause I'm drowning her goodbye. I'm a little less lonely, if only for tonight. This glass is empty, maybe I'll be able to smile. even two-step with a stranger. Forget about you for a while. It's a long, hard road, and I'm moving real slow. But at least for a few more miles, I'll be a little less lonely. A lighter shade of blue. I'm climbing and stumbling, trying to get over you. Order me one more round of a double shot of Crown, 'cause I'm drowning her goodbye. I'm a little less lonely, if only for tonight. Pour me one more round of a double shot of Crown, 'cause I'm drowning her goodbye. I'm a little less lonely, if only for tonight.
You're listening to Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
I put on my best dress and said yes to our first date. You remembered everything except to fill your tank, and we broke down on the interstate. But I kissed you anyway. Fast forward a year from then, I remember when we were young and flat broke, living in a studio apartment, eating SpaghettiOs. Yeah, it sucks, but we wouldn't be us if we weren't fine. Slamming doors, making up on the kitchen floor, pulling over just to dance. Every time we get the chance, going out, but just around at 2 a.m. we shut it down, loving, laughing through the rough. Oh, 'cause anything less just wouldn't be us. I remember last December I overheard you talk about the question you were asking and the ring you bought. I started crying 'cause I ruined the surprise. It was perfectly imperfect, just how I wanna spend my life with you. Fine, slamming doors, making up on the kitchen floor, pulling over just to dance. Every time we get the chance, going out, but just around 2 a.m. we shut it down, loving, laughing through the rough. Oh, 'cause anything less just wouldn't be us. I ain't looking for a fairy tale, they all end the same way. We're writing our own story, wouldn't have it any other way. Unless we were fat, slamming doors, making up on the kitchen floor, pulling over just to dance. Every time we get the chance, going out, just around 2 a.m. we shut it down, loving, laughing through the rough. Yeah, we were fun, slamming doors, making up on the kitchen floor, pulling over just to dance. Every time we get the chance, going out, just around at 2 a.m. we shut it down, loving, laughing through the rough. Oh, say you're beautiful. I would laugh 'cause I was uncomfortable. Now I'd give anything just to hear that again. I remember nights we'd sleep so close. I could feel you breathing soft and slow. And I'd give anything just to feel that again. I wanna get on track to getting us back. Just tell me where to begin. How do we go from rust to shine? Just getting it done to getting it done right. Not talking it up, passing you in the hall, to needing to hear you say goodnight. I gotta know, is it worth the fight? Should I just let it go or try to change your mind? Is a chapter about to start, or the book about to close? How do we go? How do we go? So many nights we cry and say how we feel, know what we gotta do and both say we will, but we never seem to follow through. Now do we, baby? 'Cause every time I get you all alone, we're both here, but it feels like we're already gone. I hate the feeling that I don't even know you anymore. So how do we go from rust to shine? Just getting it done to getting it done right. Not talking it up, passing you in the hall, to needing to hear you say goodnight. I gotta know, is it worth the fight? Should I just let it go or try to change your mind? Is a chapter about to start, or the book about to close? How do we go? Oh, how do we go? How do we go from rust to shine? Just getting it done to getting it done right. Not talking it all, passing you in the hall, 'cause I need to hear you say goodnight. I gotta know, is it worth the fight? Should I just let it go or try to change your mind? Is a chapter about to start, or the book about to close? Are we gonna walk this road together or alone? How do we go? How do we go?
Her name is Alexandra Kay. That is called How Do We Go? And before that, We Wouldn't Be Us. That young lady will be performing tomorrow night at the Walmart Amphitheater in Rogers, Arkansas, opening for the one, the only Mr. Tim McGraw, along with a good friend of ours that we've been playing his music as well, Mr. Brandon Davis. Brandon Davis and Alexandra Kay opening for Tim McGraw tomorrow night, Rogers, Arkansas, at the Walmart Amphitheater. Get your tickets now. I mean, they're probably sold out, but it's going to be a great, great show tomorrow night. Mr. Tim McGraw live in concert. Miss Alexandra Kay one more time, and then we're going to get Donovan Lee Carpenter on the phone and visit with him, and you'll be able to hear 3 of his songs and the stories behind them coming up next. This is called All the Cowboys on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Hey, Mama, I'm so glad you called. I just finished a load of wash, and I've been feeling a little lost. Yeah, Mama, I've been on a couple dates, but my phone still hasn't rang, and I've been racking my brain, wondering if I came on a little strong, if I'm too short, if I'm too tall. Mama, don't sugarcoat it, tell me what's wrong. And why do all the cowboys ride away to find them another heart to break? It's in their nature, I can't
again, her name is Alexandra Kay. She will be at the Walmart Amphitheater tomorrow night in Rogers, Arkansas, opening up for Tim McGraw along with Mr. Brandon Davis. And we will definitely be playing 3 from Brandon Davis tonight as well. Great independent artist on the radio. Well, another great independent artist that we have played quite a bit and interviewed before, Mr. Donovan Lee Carpenter. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. Thanks for having me here today.
Fantastic. Great for, we're great to have you, and thanks for doing the interview and giving us 30 minutes of your time tonight. We sure appreciate it.
Oh, you betcha.
Yeah, we were talking off the air, and originally you're from Texas, but you're living the good life in Florida. Man, I bet that's some nice stuff.
Oh, it's beautiful now. Yeah. We're on the tour bus and just having a ball.
Nice. That's awesome. I love it. You are a veteran of the military. You spent time in the Navy, I believe, and so we appreciate that, and thank you for your service.
Thank you for saying so.
Yeah, absolutely. Born and raised in Fort Worth, Texas, though. My wife is originally from Fort Worth, Texas. Her dad is buried in Laurelland Cemetery just outside of Dallas, where Stevie Ray Vaughan is buried as well.
Yeah, I've been to Laurelland many times.
Wow. Isn't that something? Yeah, we lost him about 4 years ago, and that was a sad day. But absolutely love going down to Texas still, and we're planning a trip right now actually to go down there and see her sister and some of our relatives down there. So.
Oh yeah, it's always great to visit. It's been about a year since, or maybe 2 years now since we've been back, and I'd sure like to get back as quick as I can. That's for sure.
Well, there's so much good country music that comes out of there, and that's kind of really how you got into it, was being in Texas, man. And, life happened, as it says in your bio, and you stepped away for a little bit. And I've done that with this radio program a time or two. We've been back and strong now for almost 2 years straight. So, that does happen. But your love for country music is strong, and you've even got some new singles that we're going to promote tonight and play for the folks.
We do. I'm so excited about this new set of songs we got to put together right there in Nashville and Sound Emporium, and I got to record these songs right there in Studio B, where a lot of the greatest hits, John Denver and Merle Haggard and Don Williams. I mean, there's so many hits that have come out of Studio B, and nice. I think these songs really show that.
Yeah, that is awesome. Well, we appreciate you giving us the airplay time tonight and giving us the right to play your songs on the radio, man. You got some good stuff. And I told you off the air, one of your favorites of mine, is a great song that, is maybe not one of your newest ones, but I still love it. What Kind of Memory Am I?
Oh, it's a beautiful song. It's great. We started out that song as kind of a breakup song, but after performing it live throughout the pandemic in the last couple of years, it's kind of taken on a different meaning to a lot of people. And so, we're sorry for those that have lost loved ones, and hopefully that's an opportunity for them to think about all the life that they've lived.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, you've lived a great life. Looking at your bio again, you've actually been a nurse, and then you were later a nuclear power plant traveler. You did those things to support your family. Tell us about that. That's
right. Well, I started out when I first got out of the Navy into nursing, and I was a single parent at that time, and struggling, of course. But my sister was working at a nuclear power plant there in Waxahachie, Texas, and invited me out to work just one outage, and I ended up working probably 15 years traveling the country at different nuclear plants. We were in a different state every month, it seemed like, and it's also went to Michigan to nuclear plants where I met my beautiful bride, Crystal. So
yeah. That is awesome.
Nuclear power was good to me.
Yes, absolutely. She is definitely your biggest fan, man, and she's tuned in with us live tonight, and we appreciate that. And, isn't that great when you have somebody, and I'm with somebody like that now, too, that really support you and what you want to do and what your passion is. Mine's country radio, and yours is country music. It's a great relationship because that's how we met too, and we've interviewed before. So, but you know, nothing like having that support from your wife, your best friend.
Oh, she's my CEO and prettiest blonde I know. I'm telling you, I wouldn't be able to do anything I do without her.
Absolutely. I love that. Who did you listen to growing up that made you want to do this country music thing?
Well, I often talk about when I was 10 years old, my mother brought home an album. Back then, they were an LP. You know, I don't know if your listeners remember back in those days on vinyl. And so when she put it on the turntable and started to listen to that record of Don Williams, one song came on, and my mother and I just danced through that whole record of Don Williams, and It Must Be Love came on, and I told my mother that day that one day I'll have a record of my music to give to her, and that we were able to do that a couple of years ago. 2019, I think, is when we presented my first album to my mother.
Wow. That is
Don Williams was, one of the biggest influences in my life.
That is awesome. That's a great story because, you know, his music is timeless for sure. And there's a lot of classic country station. In fact, there's one just north of us in Springfield, Missouri. I'm in Branson, as you know, but Springfield, Missouri, there's a classic country station that plays Don Williams all the time. And so I know exactly the song you're talking about. Yeah.
And that's kind of the tone or the way that we recorded your favorite song, especially in that kind of Don Williams fashion.
Yep, I love it. You know, and I tell you this just straight up, I'm a sucker for a great ballad in country music. I love that. Yeah. And you do some good ones.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think I started out with ballads, and I always gravitate towards the ballads, you know, and as an independent artist, I tried to break out of that shell for a little while, and to get, you know, more, I guess, the swing of things around Nashville. But I always come back to the ballads.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'll tell you what, you picked a good night to be here because Triple Play Thursday, you get 3 songs played in a row. So we're going to do that for you. Absolutely. First song we got loaded up is one of your newer songs. Let me punch it up here and I'll get the whole title for you. Only Love Carries On. And this is a duet too with a young lady by the name of Tiffany that I used to listen to back in the 80s. She had a big hit song when I was doing radio and just got out of broadcasting school.
That's right. Tiffany, the infamous Tiffany.
That's
you
right.
Bet. Yep. It's a great song. I'm so proud of this project that Tiffany and I put together here. This song is really another one of those, I think, that'll fall into that timeless category.
Absolutely. For those who don't know, Tiffany had the song called I Think We're Alone Now. And boy, that was a great hit for her. Big hit.
That's right. And she's still listed as the youngest artist to top the Billboard charts.
Was she like 15 at the time? I can't remember exactly.
14 years old. Yes, sir.
14. Yep. That's wild. And now she's probably mid-50s. Huh?
I won't answer that. I just say that she's still as pretty as she was.
You are a smart man. Absolutely. Yep. Don't tell a woman's age. I know better than that too. But yeah, and hard to believe that it's been that long ago. You know, I just saw yesterday Madonna, 63 years old, broke up with her 28-year-old boyfriend. They had been together for 3 years. And I played a lot of Madonna back in the 80s too.
Right.
So it's just funny, but you know, music brings people together, young, old, all of them. You know, it just has that effect on people. Well, yours definitely does too. And we're going to play this song now. And if you can hang out with us for a little bit, I want to come back and talk about some more things that you got going on. Mr. Donovan Lee Carpenter with us live tonight on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Even though I tried to hold it all together for a while, I kept feeling you're gone.
Sometimes life just doesn't work the way we had it planned. Only love carries on. Plans that we made were built on solid ground. Life just pulled us apart.
In our dreams, memories remain.
Only love carries on. Only love carries on. On and on. On and on.
In our hearts we hold the pieces and moments of our lives.
Stories that we shared are pictures and time. Only love carries on. Only love carries on. Only love carries on. On and on. On and on. On and
His name is Donovan Lee Carpenter. Her name is Tiffany. Had a big hit in the 80s. I think we're alone now, but we're not alone now. We got lots of people in our chat room that are loving you guys' music. That is awesome.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited. Last year, Tiffany and I won Musical Event of the Year at the Josie Music Awards, the largest independent music award show. So
That is awesome. Congratulations. And that show is, I think they're now doing voting for this coming year, and she usually does it, been doing it at Dollywood. I'm not sure where it's going to be at this year.
Yeah, it's going to be at the Grand Ole Opry this year.
That's right.
I think May 7th is when the nominations come out.
Okay, May 7th, and that's right,
So,
Grand Ole Opry. Yeah.
If you ever gotten a hold of Josie Music Awards, let them know Donovan's interested in winning another award.
There you go. Absolutely. Well, congratulations on that. You know, we had a big night, November the 7th, I'll never forget, back in 2016 at the Nashville Universe Awards. It was at the Wild Horse Saloon, and Stormy Warren from Sirius XM gave me a couple of awards. I'll never forget that night. That was a lot of fun. So
Nice, yeah.
I'm not big on self-promotion. It's all about you guys and the artists, but, you know, it's nice to be recognized for your work, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
You know,
yeah.
It's a lot of hard work. You know, I talk about it all the time, how, you know, some of these song titles are 3-4 minutes long, but the stories you tell and the production that goes into it, the writing, whether you use studio musicians or a full band, there's just so much that goes into making a hit song.
Well, I've got a bunch of kids and a bunch of grandbabies, and these songs are to me, similar to one of them. You start off with them as little babies and watch them grow.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
Some do better than others, but they grow.
And that is how it is for songwriters too. I've talked about this. Some of these songs will sit on the back burner for years, maybe 8-10 years even. I've had artists tell me, and then all of a sudden, it pops back up, and they're like, time to do something with this one. And then little be known, but it comes out and maybe a big hit, and they're like, why didn't I do this earlier?
Right.
And,
yeah.
And get it out there to the rest of the world. Been sitting there collecting dust all this time.
Yeah.
So, absolutely. Well, something that you're very passionate about that I'm reading about in your bio that we want to talk about for a minute is mental health and suicide prevention. It says that's a topic that's important to you and led you to connect with another singer-songwriter named Shanda Hopkins from Newfoundland. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we worked together on one song, Lonely Road, and we put it the first song on my first record for that reason, because it was an opportunity, I think, to raise awareness, in my case, for military mental health and suicide prevention.
Mm-hmm.
But, of course, we've extended that to first responders now also. And I'm involved with a nonprofit organization called For the 22. It's the number 4, the word the, and the numbers 22 .org, forthe22.org. And For the 22 is because statistics are that 22 soldiers or ex-soldiers commit suicide every day. And we vow to raise awareness to prevent that very next one.
That is a sad, sad thing. We had somebody do that just yesterday in Springfield, Missouri. Walked out into traffic and did it. A dump truck on the highway. It's just crazy stuff. And other people see that, and me and my wife were talking about it. People that witness that, they'll never forget that. And
that's right.
Not even know this fella, this young man, 33 years old, and that's sad. So that is a big, big thing, and I'm glad that you are an advocate for that, because mental health is a really big problem that we have in this country. Not only this country, but all over the world. But absolutely, we got to do something.
And especially right now, or in the past couple of years, things. A lot of people have thought that they were at their end of their rope, and not realizing that. It's just an opportunity for the next journey to begin.
Yeah.
So anyone out there, if you're struggling, please contact someone, if not me, if not forthe22.org, but contact someone, let them know that you're struggling.
I heard this saying a long time ago that suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
That's right.
Yeah. And so... That's one thing and you brought it out in the statement that you made. There's a lot of self-talk, so you're talking to yourself, and you have self-doubt that puts you in a box and limits your dreams daily. Don't be that way. Right. Live your dreams, pursue those dreams, and you want that for your children, your grandkids, and that's how you leave a legacy, boy. Was when you set the example of doing that right there, isn't it?
Well, it absolutely is. I know that early on. In my life, I was a victim of, I was my own worst enemy. The self-talk that would play into my head would prevent me from any obstacle. It would create obstacles and prevent me from being able to see any opportunity in my path. And it was, I think, in the learning that everything you say out loud or say to yourself will come to fruition. So if you're one of those that nothing good ever happens to, change the way you speak and talk about yourself and what's happening in your life, and you'll see that the universe will listen and start putting opportunities in your path.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's a statement that I love here, and you're doing this for sure. Living in service to others takes us out of ourselves in order to see the opportunities afforded to us. You've done that for a long time. When you're in nursing, you're doing service to others. When you're serving our country in the Navy, you're doing service to others, and you're still doing it through your music and other things that you're doing in your life. That is awesome, man.
Yeah, that's right. I talk a lot about. I was one of those that felt like I was stuck in my own stuff, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to say it nicely, but it wasn't until someone else fell into my little pool of problems, and I realized you're not supposed to be in my pool of problems. Helping them out helped me to get out and then be able to see opportunity ahead. Absolutely. If you're struggling and, again, nothing's going right, find somebody that's worse than you and help them out, and you'll find that life is a lot better.
Absolutely. Boy, I love that, too. That's great, great stuff. Well, and this comes the song title that we're going to play next called Waste My Life Away. You're not doing that for sure.
That's right. Yeah, this is one of those songs that took me a long time to feel like it was finished and to finally go ahead and record. And I've been working on this song for many years, just sitting on my front porch.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. We recorded a demo on the first album. But then when I started working with Tiffany and her producer, Mark Alberici, and Mark Alberici is, he is just an amazing producer. And he heard my demos version of this song and said, I really want to give this song more your Texas roots and more of kind of your personality. And so we gave it a shot and got into the studio. And I tell you, this session of recordings, these three songs that you're listening to, I had the hottest young Nashville band in that studio that day, and the steel player is the house band of Grand Ole Opry, and the fiddle player is the house band at Tootsie's, and the bass player is with all kinds of he plays with all kinds of famous artists. The list is a mile long, but these are some of the hottest young Nashville studio musicians, and I'm just really proud. This one is actually a video. I want to see if I can get your listeners to go watch YouTube, my YouTube channel, Donovan Lee Carpenter, Donavon. Don't forget that's the way you spell my name. It's a little different. My mom thought I was special, so she spelled it a little different. But
you
it's
are
Donavon. So if you go to YouTube, this video of Waste My Life Away Nashville Sessions is what we've submitted to the Josie Music Awards for this year. So we're hoping to get Video of the Year with it. So if you could check out our YouTube channel, Donovan Lee Carpenter, like, share, and let us know what you think about the song on that channel also.
We will absolutely do that. I will absolutely do that because we haven't talked in a little bit. So what I did, Donovan, is I brought back ICTV Indie Country Television. We're not only radio, but we're television. So we got some of the best country music videos on our TV channel, and I'm going to go take a look at Waste My Life Away after the show tonight, and we'll probably be adding that add that to the TV channel for you, and it'll play around the clock 24/7.
Well, I got 5 videos on there, so
you
pick
go.
them all. Get them all on there.
There you go. Well, hey, I'm one of your biggest fans, man, so we will definitely be doing that. I knew it was time to bring back the TV channel because there's so much going on in the world of country music that happens visually and so many great stories behind the songs that you can actually watch in action, and that's why I love the TV channel too. So we'll definitely take a look at those, and we'll get you some videos on there. I'll tag you in all those posts too when we get off the air tonight. So I had saw that when I opened up the tab of your website to do the interview tonight that there was a video coming out to that song. So I'm like, okay, got to go check that one out.
Yeah.
So Yep.
When you tag me, make sure you tag my board director, my CEO, the prettiest blonde I know, Crystal.
I will definitely do that. We're friends on social media too, and she's awesome.
Good. Okay.
She has your back. That is for sure. Well,
yes.
This has been a great interview tonight. Great to connect with you again, and thank you for the new music. We appreciate it. Where can folks find you on social media? I'm looking at your website, but let's let you tell it.
Yeah, DonovanLeeMusic.com is the website. We're on all Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify. Check us out anywhere you get your music from. We've got a song on there, so check it out.
There you go. And videos to go with it. We'll have those up on the TV channel.
Yes, sir.
You betcha.
That's right, on the YouTube channel. Donovan Lee Carpenter. DONAVON. Don't forget that.
That's it. I'll go give you a subscription too. So we'll definitely do that. We'll blow up your social media after tonight's interview. We sure do appreciate it.
Boy, we sure need it.
Yeah, absolutely. Waste My Life Away. We're going to play this one now from Donovan Lee Carpenter on KICR Indie Country Radio. Triple Play Thursday.
I was born on the wild side of them railroad tracks, never knowing where I was ever gonna end up at. And they say there's a life full of wonder at my fingertips, so I had to pull myself up by the bootstrap. So I'm packing my bags, sick of wasting time. I'm not gonna waste my life away. So I'm packing my bags, sick of wasting time. I'm not gonna waste my life away. Now I'm walking down the middle of them railroad tracks, seeing both sides and different ways of life. I don't know where I'm ever gonna end up at, hoping these tracks will lead me to a better life. So I'm packing my bags, sick of wasting time. I'm not gonna waste my life away. So I'm packing my bags, sick of wasting time. I'm not gonna waste my life away. Now I'm looking at a new life on the other side, making a home, living out dreams I've had. I play my music at every chance that I get. I love my life on the other side of them railroad tracks. So I'm packing my bags, sick of wasting time. I'm not gonna waste my life away. So I'm packing my bags, sick of wasting time. I'm not gonna waste my life away. So I'm packing my bags, sick of wasting time. I'm not gonna waste my life away.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Miles from Nashville, burning up the road on the leaving side of Mobile in my rocket Olds 98. I'm gonna make it there about midnight. 6-string, riding shotgun next to me. That and $40 gonna be all I need. Gonna write some heartbreak songs, and they always about a woman. Every white line on this blacktop getting me closer to Tennessee. Every marker on that highway putting more gone between her and me. I never knew what I really wanted till the day you set me free. And it's always about a woman. 10 miles out of Twang Town, hillbilly radio, playing old Hank's Lost Highway, burns right through to my soul. And it's always about a woman. Every white line on this blacktop getting me closer to Tennessee. Every marker on that highway is putting more gone between her and me. I never knew what I really wanted till the day you set me free. And it's always about a woman. When she hears my songs on the radio, she'll be blowing up my phone. Ring, 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 ain't nobody home. Every white line on this blacktop getting me closer to Tennessee. Every marker on that highway is putting more gone between her and me. I never knew what I really wanted till the day you set me free. And it's always about a woman. And it's always about a woman.
That is my good buddy, Mr. Donovan Lee Carpenter. That is his latest single. It is called Always About a Woman. Welcome to hour number 2 of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. We just wrapped up a great interview with Donovan Lee Carpenter. Go check out his music. He is fantastic. And I'll tell you, his website right now is Donovan. It is DONAVON, like Avon. Don Avon. There you go. That's easy to spell. LeeMusic.com. DonovanLeeMusic.com is his website. Absolutely wonderful music, and it is always about a woman, isn't it? When we have great women in our lives, we can be successful. This next artist has a great woman in his life. It is his mom. She is live in our chat room right now. Miss Sandy Terrell. How are you tonight, Sandy? From Springfield, Missouri, just north of Branson, Missouri, where I'm broadcasting live tonight. Mr. Danny Terrell is up next. His latest single is called Roots on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
They're taking down that faded sign. They finally sold that old house of mine. Farmhouse, kitchen, and empty rooms. Big oak tree from where I watched the moon. Hitting up high in them whispering leaves. Best of my childhood memories. Built from daddy's love and sweat. Filled with peace and my innocence. If those four walls got to talking, the stories they'd be recalling would tell you everything about who I
she's done. Mama bringing us some chicken and biscuits. Her sewing needle to dig out the splinters. A secret password if you want it in. A crooked ladder to an old rope swing. Summer rain dancing on the tin roof. Spin a bottle with a perfect view. If those four walls got to talking, the stories they'd be recalling would tell you everything about who I am. I spent half my life dreaming out loud, 10 feet high above the ground. I grew wings like big boys do. That old abandoned treehouse gave me roots. Yeah, my roots. Every board and every nail has its own story to tell. Ain't nothing but a minute growing up in it. The walls know everything. Yeah, everything. 'Cause I spent half my life dreaming out loud, 10 feet high above the ground. I grew wings like big boys do. That old abandoned treehouse gave me roots. Yeah, my roots. That old treehouse of mine, it gave me my roots. It gave me my roots. Yeah, my roots.
Song number 2.
I was 12 when I stole my first sip. After mowing the lawn, Dad's open cold one tickled my taste buds, if I recall. Now love me along, Nick. After a long hard day, nothing goes better with bonfires or raising cane. But of all the ones I've drank, my favorite one's the one calling my name. 'Cause the best beer is the next beer, no matter where I'm at. On some beach or on my John Deere, it's the one I can't wait to crack. It's the one I think about, turns my day around. Each one tastes better than the last. But if you ask me, the best beer is the next beer, and the next one after that. I remember cervezas at sunset and down in Mexico, served with a lime, sweeter in my mind as time rolls on. The last night's half-price drafts with my buddies weren't half bad. Back porch coolers with my yellow man. Can't get them beers or them years back, but if I'm lucky, there's plenty more waiting on tap. 'Cause the best beer is the next beer, no matter where I'm at. On some beach or on my John Deere, it's the one I can't wait to crack. It's the one I think about, turns my day around. Each one tastes better than the last. But if you ask me, the best beer is the next beer, and the next one after that. Ain't the label on the bottle or the name on the can. Don't gotta wrap it in a koozie or poke a hole in it, man. 'Cause the best beer is the next beer, no matter where I'm at. On some beach or on my John Deere, it's the one I can't wait to crack. It's the one I think about, turns my day around. Each one tastes better than the last. But if you ask me, best beer is the next beer. But if you ask me, the best beer is the next beer, and the next one after that, and the next one after that.
You can check out the video to The Next Beer by Danny Terrell on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. And that is an awesome, awesome song. Great video to that as well. He just had a CD release party in Springfield, Missouri last week. It was highly successful. I got to see a lot of pictures from it. I couldn't be there because I was doing this radio thing last week at the same time, but doing a little bit of work schedule too. So I do that for a living as well, as we all do. But absolutely love Danny Terrell's music, and we are looking forward to an upcoming radio interview with him. He will be live with us on May the 20th at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. We'll hit the airways at 7 p.m. Central Time, as we always do. We'll warm you up with the best in new country music, and then Mr. Danny Terrell will join us May 20th. You can check out the full live interview schedule on our website, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. The first song I ever heard from Danny Terrell is this one. It is called Middle of Nowhere on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
Living on this dead-end street, nothing much in this town to see anymore, but I still hang around. It takes an hour to get to work, nothing left around here but dirt and farms that are falling down. Sometimes when I sit outside, I'll see an old truck driving by, a bucket of rust and a cloud of dust. Seems like only yesterday this little town was a different place, the life I loved, not quite so tough. We had streamers down on Main Street, marching bands and rodeo queens. All the flags would fly on the 4th of July. From New Year's Eve and Christmas lights to fireworks lighting up the summer night, you saw everyone you knew. It was a good life. You can still feel it in the air, even way out here in the middle of nowhere. Back when I was just a kid, this old town felt like it was the center of the universe. And people came from miles around. Everything you needed was found in those little stores, and cars lined the curbs. But then changes came to my hometown. The high school burned to the ground. Who could have seen we'd lose the factory? Farms got sold and folks moved on, and the store shut down one by one. But there's people like me that found it hard to leave, 'cause we had streamers down on Main Street, marching bands and rodeo queens. All the flags would fly on the 4th of July. From New Year's Eve a summer night. You saw everyone you knew. It was a good life. You can still feel it in the air, even way out here. You still feel it in the air, even way out here, in the middle of nowhere.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it. Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do.
Today's country.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Kissing that old friend he told me not to worry about. I walked in just to see for myself. Wanted to tell him to go to hell, but I held my tongue and I just thought, bless her heart, she's out of her head, barely in that little red dress. She don't know what's up ahead, but one of these days she's gonna regret all those nights spent in his arms. Bless her soul, she's in the dark. She don't really know that man of mine she's taking. Bless her heart, he's gonna break it. What goes around comes back around. She's gonna find out real quick. If she hadn't learned that lesson by now, maybe this time it'll stick. Bless her heart, she's out of her head, barely in that little red dress. She don't know what's up ahead, but one of these days she's gonna regret all those nights spent in his arms. Bless her soul, she's in the dark. She don't really know that man of mine she's taking. Bless her heart, he's gonna break it. He's gonna break it. Cheater, cheater, cold bear drinker. Did you think I was dumb? Cheater, cheater, I give it 2 weeks or 3 till y'all are done. Bless her heart, she's out of her head, barely in that little red dress. She don't know what's up ahead, but one of these days she's gonna regret all those nights spent in his arms. Bless her soul, she's in the dark. She don't really know that man of mine she's taking. Bless her heart, he's gonna break it. Cheater, cold bear drinker. Did you think I was dumb? That he's gonna break it. Cheater, I give it 2 weeks or 3 till y'all are done. Well, bless her heart.
Song number 2.
I saw some blonde hair blowing out your shotgun window. You even went and cleaned up your truck. I heard she's vegan and she grew up on the West Coast. Just like that, I ain't mad we broke up. Don't know her, but I know you. I hate to be the one to break the news. You can put the girl in the country, dress her up in denim, coveralls and new Justin boots. Sit her in the saddle, fix her up with Don't teach a whippoorwill to sing. Take her way out and do some nitty-gritty fishing, but it'll never turn her into me. You can put the girl in the country, dress her up in denim, coveralls and new Justin boots. Sit her in the saddle, fix her up with some tackle, but she don't know the first thing to do. Won't fix your biscuits like you like them. You can wish and you can try, but you can't small town or big city world. You can put the girl in the country, but you can't put the country in the girl. Oh no. Yeah, I bet she drinks her beer from a glass. I bet you when you get a dip she gets mad. And when she don't know all the words to friends in low places, boy, you gon' be wanting me back. You can put the girl in the country, dress her up in denim, coveralls and new Justin boots. Sit her in the saddle, tell her go round up the cattle, but she don't know the first thing to do. Won't fix your biscuits like you like them. You can wish and you can try, but you can't small town or big city world. You can put the girl in the country, but you can't put the country in the girl. Country in the girl.
Her name is Jenna Paulette. She is from the great state of Texas. That is called Country in the Girl. And before that, another great song called Bless Her Heart. Well, bless your heart for hanging out with us for halfway through the show. We've got another 90 minutes of the best in new country coming up, including another radio interview. Mr. Ellis Griffin is going to join me after one more song from Jenna Paulette. This one is called Pretty Ugly. Must be talking about my face for radio or something. On Today's Country with Tim Kelly, KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
It was Sunday drive, blue sky weather. It was two names carved in a heart on a tree. It was him and me thinking it was gonna last forever. It was looking like a real deal diamond ring. Oh, I'm talking picture perfect Polaroid, put it in a frame. Oh, but it's looking like it's all done changed. Roses on the counter are wilted now. Nail holes where I took the pictures down. Right side nightstand looks a little bit dusty. Heartbreak makes pretty ugly. Mascara running down a made-up face. Clouds rolled in that always rains. It was beautiful up until he said he didn't love me. Heartbreak makes pretty ugly. Usually a little more put together, but I can't quit wearing this worn-out shirt. Listening, still sitting front and center, and I can't even hide how bad it hurts. Roses on the counter are wilted now. Nail holes where I took the pictures down. Right side nightstand looks a little bit dusty. Heartbreak makes pretty ugly. Mascara running down a made-up face. Clouds rolled in that always rains. It was beautiful up until he said he didn't love me. Heartbreak makes pretty ugly. Yeah, heartbreak makes pretty ugly. Oh, I'm talking picture perfect Polaroid, put it in a frame. Oh, yeah, it's a damn shame. Roses on the counter are wilted now. Nail holes where I took the pictures down. Right side nightstand looks a little bit dusty. Heartbreak makes pretty ugly. Mascara running down a made-up face. Clouds rolled in that always rains. It was beautiful up until he said he didn't love me.
is Jenna Paulette. She is from the state of Texas. That is called Pretty Ugly, but we're having a good time playing her music because she is fantastic. Her vocals are awesome as well. And you can check out one of her videos on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.com. Well, we've got another great artist interview going on tonight. Mr. Ellis Griffin has joined us. How are you?
Better now. How are y'all?
Hey, just fantastic. Thanks for doing this, and it is great to have you on the program tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. Boy, you got a deep baritone voice, and I love your music. You've got it going on, my friend, and we're going to play 3 of yours tonight as well. Everybody gets 3 in a row. That. Yeah, no problem. Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from. I know you're hanging out in Nashville quite a bit here lately.
Yeah, I'm stuck here in Music City. No, I've been calling it home for about 6.5 years now. And I'm originally from North Carolina. A little bit of growing up that I did was in North Carolina, a little town called Monroe. My mom is listening in a town called Marshall, not far from there. Home of Randy Travis. I'll say hey to her.
Nice.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah, just rural, very rural. My dad sells Travis and farm equipment for I don't even know how many years.
Wow.
Probably at least 30.
Okay. Well, there's still a market for that. We got to eat, so those folks got to stay in business. You betcha.
Yes, sir. And I turn wrenches on cars to keep my nose above water here in Nashville, and that'll probably always be in demand, or at least until I'm dead and gone.
Absolutely. My wife needs some work on hers right now, so we may be calling you if we can make it to Nashville. If it can make it to Nashville, no. Boy, there's nothing better than a good mechanic in your corner, too, isn't there?
I've been hearing that lately.
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
my manager says I don't charge people enough, and I'm starting to believe her.
Right. Well, if you do mechanic work like you sing, they're in for a treat, man. You're going to fix them up good.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Your love for music and country music, how did that start?
A long time ago. I remember my grandparents sort of raised me, and my brother and I would sleep in a bedroom right across the hall from my grandpa and grandma, and I would hear my grandpa's little clock radio just playing all night long. And I remember it being Brooks and Dunn, Randy Travis, George Strait, Keith Willie. Just got kind of soaked into my brain, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Randy Travis being so close right there, 10 minutes away, I was just kind of drawn to that.
Yeah, absolutely. And his music, even though it's really sad what's happened to him, having that stroke and everything, and not being able to perform and sing anymore, but his music sure stands the test of time. We have a station here, just like I was telling Donovan, play a lot of Don Williams songs too, but they also play a lot of Randy Travis on a classic country station, and he's all over the radio still to this day. So that's not going away. Yeah, that's not going away anytime.
Yeah, Don Williams and Randy Travis both, they had like a reverence to their music.
Yeah, it's a style, and that's what you guys want to try to emulate maybe in your music, is something of what they did,
Oh, of course.
And it just takes 1 or 2 songs, doesn't it? I think Forever and Ever Amen was Randy's big one, wasn't it?
Oh, man, he's had a bunch of big ones, in my opinion. But, yeah, I couldn't remember which one really set it off for him. But every one of my sets, I play 3 Wooden Crosses.
Yeah,
and I've always will love that one.
And I get a lot of song titles, and I never know what the song is about, and that's what I was telling Amy, our director of new artist promotions, that has been helping you quite a bit. We just really hit it off, so she's going to be working with us, and we put her on staff as well. But we never know really what a song is about just by the title of the song until we get into these interviews, and we really get to hear the meat and the bones behind the songs. And Randy had one just based on a date called 1982, and I was alive in 1982, and I'm wondering what's that song going to be about. But man, he sure told a good story in that.
I don't even know if I was a thought back in 1982.
Really?
But no, yeah, I just try and what I really want to do in songwriting is try and just paint a very broad picture and get a broad audience where the most amount of people can kind of insert themselves into a song.
Yeah.
Relate to it. I don't want it to be too specific, because then a lot of people can't relate to it. But just try and be like, I don't want it to be gender, specific, a guy singing about a girl. I just want anybody and everybody as many people as I can to kind of put themselves in the song.
Yeah. Now, you've been hanging out at a lot of writers' rounds in Nashville, so we're going to talk about that a little bit. I think in a couple of nights, though, you're going to be in Lebanon, Tennessee, I saw on your website, right?
Yes, sir. Really, really nice town.
Okay. What's the venue?
The venue is kind of like a low-key sports bar.
Okay.
Like just amazing food. But it's nice to, living this close to downtown, about 2 miles away from downtown in Nashville, and just to drive that 30 minutes east, it's a breath of fresh air just to get away from the the concrete a little bit.
Yep. Absolutely. We've been there many times. I was telling you off the air, we were big into the Nashville Universe Awards. They've been doing them every 2 years, but unfortunately in 2020 we had that pandemic come in, and so they've canceled, and hopefully they may do one. I haven't seen anything yet this year, but been doing it at the Wild Horse Saloon, and I love the big stage and the history in that building. And we were lucky enough to take home a couple of those awards. And you're probably going to be up for some, too. There's this Josie Awards coming up, and I think I just talked to Donovan before you, and he said that they're going to start in May on taking nominations for that. So, man, I'd nominate you. You're fantastic.
Well, if I win, I'll have to build a shelf to put it on because I have nothing in my little studio apartment.
Well, that's all right. You can get those Mechanic of the Year trophies off of there, and we'll get you one built for your music, too.
Right on, thank you.
Kick that monkey wrench off of there, and we'll put a trophy up there. Absolutely. Well, tell us about, brothers and sisters, and if any of them are inclined into music like you. Are you the only one?
I don't think I'm the only one, but I'm the only one that kind of went crazy with it and left home. I have a older brother. He's 2 years older than me, and he dabbles with guitar. And I have a half sister that's younger than me. I highly doubt she plays anything. If she did, I'd like to think she played piano. She's very, very, very smart.
Yeah.
And she could probably learn it in a day, to be honest.
Okay.
But they're scattered around North Carolina still.
Awesome. Now, is this something that you wanted to just break out on your own and do, or with that voice that you have that I'm hearing as you talk, and folks are going to hear it as you sing, did somebody come up to you maybe, or several folks, and say, man, you need to be on the radio?
Yeah, I've heard that a few times. Growing up, never took it seriously, and then probably around 2006 or 7, started hanging out with one of my buddies who's also a singer here in Nashville. His name's Darren Dees. And started going to a place in my hometown of Monroe called Tumbleweeds. We used to call it Stumbleweeds, but karaoke night. And, we'd sing some George Strait and stuff. And, at the end of the night, you start hearing more and more people tell you that, you're a good singer. You kind of start taking it a little more seriously. And then you just kind of take it and run with it, see where it goes. That's how I learned most of the things I learned, is just kind of find the boundaries.
Absolutely. Well, there's another talent that we're going to talk about a little bit, and we talked about the songwriters rounds that you go to, but I don't have that talent to write music too. Tell us about your style of writing, and I bet you meet a lot of cool people at these writers rounds too that are super talented in doing it.
Oh yeah, every night. That's the great thing about it. It's, being in a city like that and in a, kind of a dreamer town. You meet new talent all the time. You meet people who are better than you, people who've been doing it longer than you, young, old. It's really great. The way I started writing, it was kind of like a rock and roll style. You have like a melody in your head or a riff on a guitar or whatever, and you just play it over and over and over and over. And then eventually something will come, out of you, out of your heart, out of your head. It'll just jump onto a piece of paper and just kind of build itself. A lot of songwriters around here say that all you really got to do is just be in tune, and songs just come by you. You just got to grab them out of the sky.
Yeah, isn't that something?
That's the way it feels anyway. But it's like Chris Stapleton and stuff like that. He'll just sit down and write 10 songs in one day. I don't know, it's like a machine. You just prints them out.
Isn't that something? And I've heard some of the best ones that have come out of artists that have really made a major impact were done in, a short amount of time, 45 minutes, an hour and a half, something like that. And that's probably true of some of the stuff that you're doing too, huh?
Yeah, that's, one song I have, I tried, I think that took me 2 years. And then I had, Burn, the other one that I think you might play. It took 2 hours. You know, it's
wow.
just I couldn't tell you.
Yep.
That's why it feels like to me that those guys are right when they say it just kind of floats by you, and you just, you know, you tune into that frequency and you just, you know, let it kind of flow through you out of a guitar, you know, through your fingertips. Yeah. Onto a paper.
Well, and I was telling you, you know, I get so many song titles and I really don't know what they're about until I hear the story behind it. So, you know, I'm a big Jody Messina fan. She had a big hit with a song called Burn. I want to hear your version of that, you know, for a title. So we're going to hear that. Absolutely. And you said it's even one of your favorites, your version of it. So.
Yeah, I love Jody Messina's song, Bring on the Rain. I really love that song.
I do too. She's got her own independent record label now, and a lot of folks don't know that. But in 2014, she started Dreambound Records. It's her own record label, and she put out an album called Me. And I've got some of the cuts off of that we play as her independent stuff. And you know, and she had cancer and everything she's had to deal with, and a lot of things going on. And it's really sad to me that mainstream radio won't play these artists, you know, until they're gone. You know, I mean, yeah, they're going to spin Randy Travis and all of that, you know, because of the music being timeless. But boy, I think hers is too. You know, she's right up there, and she had 9 #1 singles with Curb Records when she was with that label. So.
Yeah, and I don't get it because it's not that they don't have the time of day, because you hear some of the same songs 20 times a day.
Yes, that's true.
I don't get it. It's above my pay grade, whatever it is.
And that's why I started this, and that's why we like doing it this way, because I've worked in FM radio, and you know, you get to do what you want here and play the music that sounds good on the radio, and I love the traditional too. Me and Amy talked about that today, and you know, we don't want that to ever die. That should never happen. And you know, Nashville gets a lot of blame for that stuff, and you probably hear some of that. I don't blame Nashville. I don't, you know, it's business. So, you know, whatever makes them money and the record labels and all that. But we want to put out good music on the radio, and that's what we're all about. And that's how we meet folks like you.
Yeah, and guys and girls that do what you do, it makes you know, mainstream radio doesn't seem so far away. You know, it's you know, it's like just another step to get there. Or some people probably prefer to be just played on that.
Yeah.
I could see both ways.
Absolutely. Well, tell me about this song, Whiskey Whisper. We hear a lot of drinking songs on the radio, and I love a lot of those, beer, whiskey, whatever, and you got a good one here. Tell us about it.
Yeah, this one was almost like a fictional, you know, just kind of like a thought, just the premise of a guy. You know, I'm in and out of bars all the time, singing, playing, participating in drinking some beer every now and then. But, you know, I see all these people and just wonder what they're going through. And, you know, I think I might have saw this old person one time just sitting there and just wondering what he was thinking. You could really tell that he was thinking, you know. And just started writing. And it's one of those that kind of fell out, you know, probably 3 or 4 hours. But kind of inserted myself into it a little bit, you know, some of the experiences I've had in my life. Cause that's really the best way for me to write is, you know, through my own eyes, you know, perspective. So
absolutely, you know, and I talk to people all the time on the radio and doing those interviews, you know, and especially these young artists. You know, we've got artists that are 12, 13, 15. You know, they don't have a lot of love experiences to write about, but you know, it's interesting when you ask the younger artist, you know, what influences them, and it's usually the things that they're dealing with right now growing up, and love is a part of it for some of them already at 15 and 16. So but yeah, hanging out in the bars in Nashville, they can't do it, but you can. So here comes Whiskey Whisper, right? I love it. We're going to play it for the folks, and then we're going to come back and talk to Ellis Griffin a little bit more. You're in for a treat right here. This is Whiskey Whisper on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
He told her he missed her, but a whiskey whisper don't do no good. Hearing her name don't ease no pain like he thought it would. Since she's been gone, cold winds been calling her name in the night. He says, I'd sure like to know why I can't let go of this double barrel bourbon on own eyes. What could have been kisses are now just wishes. Will they ever come true? And it's got me thinking, maybe it's my drinking. Lord, what did I do? Maybe it's not what I did, it's what I didn't do. This whiskey whispers your name when I'm missing you. He pulls out a picture of the first time he kissed her in that baby blue 59. Says that's my girl, she was my whole world. That's the day I made her mine. If I had it my way, we'd be together today, holding each other tight. But a fool's a fool, and what's a guy gotta do to get another double bourbon on ice? What could have been kisses are now just wishes. Will they ever come true? And it's got me thinking, maybe it's my drink. Lord, what did I do? Maybe it's not what I did, it's what I didn't do. This whiskey whispers your name when I'm missing you. Been kisses are now just wishes. Will they ever come true? And it's got me thinking, baby, it's my drinking. Lord, what did I do? Maybe it's not what I did, it's what I didn't do. This whiskey whispers your name when I'm missing you. When I'm missing you.
That is called Whiskey Whisper. His name is Ellis Griffin, and we are having a good time listening to your music, my friend, in the chat room. Amy said she met you the first time at the Commodore Grill when you performed that song, and when she heard it, she said, "This guy's got it." I have to agree, Amy.
Yeah, I'm glad that Amy's listening, my manager. She works really hard for both of us.
Yeah.
The Commodore Lounge, man, it's been there for so long. I owe a lot to that place. Miss Debbie Champion's been running the writers around there for over 19 years, and she's been doing it over 30 years in Nashville. Over a lot, and that's where I met Jerry Foster, Hall of Fame songwriter. He kind of pointed me in the direction of what studio to go to, because out here they're just peppered. There's so many studios. Where I live right here, there's probably 12 within a mile.
Wow.
And so he kind of pointed me, to the right direction. I'm glad he did, because I love what they did with them. Yeah. Couldn't ask for better players on that.
We've toured Music Row when we've been to Nashville before, and it's really neat. They look like a lot of old two-story houses. Some of them have balconies and everything, but boy, it's inside where the magic really happens, isn't it?
Oh yeah. And then even the place that I recorded at, Hilltop, up in Madison, Tennessee, just above Nashville. You walk up or you drive up, and it just looks like a house. Yeah. And an older house, but it's actually built to be a studio 40, 50 years ago, something like that, and that's all it's ever been. Wow. But yeah, it's strange. You can ride a bike or walk up and down Music Row, and you swear they're houses, but a lot of them are 24-inch thick walls, house and just built to be studios.
Mm-hmm. That is awesome. I love that. And I do this show in Branson in my home studio, and it goes out to over 200 countries around the world. And the music comes in MP3 now. There's no more taking a 45 like Loretta Lynn used to do with Coal Miner's Daughter or something like that to a radio station and asking them if they'd play it. That doesn't happen anymore, but we have people in our corner like you have, Amy, and different ones like that can send us those MP3s and we can put them out just that quick. I mean, I'll get the day of going on the air, like today or something, or tomorrow, I'll get a song that I haven't even heard yet. It'll pop up in my email and we'll debut it tomorrow night. That's just how quick it is now.
Yeah.
I love the new music, and I don't like to waste time on you guys that are really fantastic not getting heard.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's an injustice if we don't play your music. You are awesome.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, that's where it belongs, in the airwaves, in people's homes, cars, hands, hopefully.
Absolutely. We talked about some of the artists that inspire you into doing country music, and you talked about Three Wooden Crosses as one of your favorite songs. Tell us about a couple of others that we might hear in a Ellis Griffin show.
As far as idols, I got the opportunity to meet Roy Clark right before he died, and just sitting and conversating with him, it really it oozes wisdom out of him. It's like talking to your grandpa.
Yeah.
And so he's one of the guys that signed my hat. I always wear a cowboy hat, and on the underside of it, there's some signatures, and that's the one I kind of cherish the most.
Yeah. Man, he helped start this town of Branson, Missouri that I'm in now doing the show. He had a theater here for a long time. Glenn Campbell did too. Mickey Gilley still does, even though his age isn't allowing him to perform as much as he used to. But, and you still hear Mickey Gilley on the radio all the time too. So, Mel Tillis used to hang out here all the time. It's got a great history of country music. I think maybe second to Nashville here in Branson.
Yeah, and some of those guys are the most underappreciated guitarists ever. Jerry Reed, like you said, Glenn Campbell, Roy Clark. If you ever sat down and watched them just pick, it's an art form.
He did, I used to watch the Beverly Hillbillies when I was a kid growing up, and he'd do some, acts on there, and he'd get Granny and Jed to doing their foot stomping thing that they called it, and dancing right there in their big old living room in the mansions. How good Roy Clark played.
Yeah, I remember, sitting next to my grandpa in the living room watching Hee Haw.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuck with me. I thought they were actors back then, but as I grew up, I learned, they're some of the best musicians.
Absolutely. Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, the ones that did the theme song to the Beverly Hillbillies. That's the top of the line banjo picking right there. And Roy Clark could play that instrument too.
Oh yeah, he could wear it out.
Absolutely. Well, let me ask you this. Now, we talked about a lot of things and some of the people that influence you, and I don't ever ask this question off the air, so you've never heard me ask this before, but what would be your dream gig? Either somebody that you could open for on stage live or do a duet with, maybe who would be some names that we might know.
Oh yeah, I've never been asked that. I don't know. I'd probably love to open for any Texas artists, like Cody Johnson, Randall King, one of those guys, Wade Bowen. I've seen Wade Bowen a few times. Just really authentic, kind of no BS type guys.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I just never been asked that question.
Well, you brought it up of Wade Bowen. He's got a brand new single out that I saw on TikTok about 2 weeks ago. I've played it once on my New Music Friday show. I'm going to have to spin it again tomorrow night. He's fantastic, too.
Oh yeah. He's also one of the signatures on the underside of my hat, and
nice.
I love West Texas Rain. That's probably my favorite by him.
Love it. Cody Johnson was somebody we were helping with a lot of independent radio airplay before he got his record deal, and he is still to this day the first artist to sell out NRG Stadium as an independent artist down in Houston. So.
Yeah, I think I saw that on the his documentary. His documentary is great.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it 3 times already.
Yeah.
But I think I saw that, and for him, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Just doing it all yourself. It's nuts.
Well, you know, and you know, he's got his opinion of country radio and all of that too, you know, but he's staying true to who he is as an artist, and that's the biggest thing I think, and you'll probably agree that you can do, you know, is make the music you want to make and be yourself doing it.
Oh yeah, I'll always. It's like I was telling Amy. I think probably the first time I met her, before we started, you know, working. This is what I do. You know, it's not for show. I'll be doing this until I can't physically. Yep. So whether I get paid for it or not, it's just who I am.
That is a current #1 song right now from Cody Johnson on Billboard. It's called "Till You Can't." So.
Oh yeah. That's a solid song. I'm trying not to listen to the radio because it plays it so often. Yeah. I want to get it burned out, but yeah. Such a great song.
Absolutely. Well, one more thing I want to ask you, and in the future, if you, I don't know if you much into the video scene or if you've got some videos, you might have a lyric video or two, but I like the fully produced videos to show some action in your music. And Amy knows now, and I've been telling her, we've got ICTV Indie Country Television, so if you got a video coming out, be sure we get it, and we'll definitely put it on our TV channel.
That would be awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Any acting aspirations?
Not really. I think my manager Amy is trying to talk me into it. Yeah. She said, you know, somebody kind of like me would be good for that, but I don't know. I love watching videos, but I don't know. We'll see.
Well, you know, a lot of the songs in country music end up in movies. You know, Kenny Rogers did it great with A Gambler. That was a series on TV too. Absolutely love that. 9 to 5, Dolly Parton did, and there's a host of others. You know, George Strait with Pure Country. A lot of his music played in that movie. I love that one. Wish he'd do a sequel to that. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, yep, and so we get to see you guys visually in action, and they get to see the face behind that deep baritone voice that you've got.
Well, I appreciate it.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate the time tonight. Ellis Griffin, you've been fantastic. Tell us where folks can find you on social media. I'm looking at your website, but let's let you tell it.
Yeah, so ellisgriffin.com will take you to most places, you know, Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff to see the calendar. Working on a merch store right now. Ordering some more CDs because I'm sold out.
There you go.
That's good news.
Yep.
But yeah, just we're trying to stay busy here in Music City.
Yep. Hey, when your autograph hand starts getting a little sore, that's a good day, man. Just get some pain cream, put it on there, and keep going, man. Absolutely, we love that. There's a couple of songs that we're going to play. We got 2 more to complete your triple play tonight. One of them's called Longer. I'm going to spin that. And then let's talk about that song Burn, too. We're going to top the hour with that one in hour number 3. Tell us about these songs.
So Longer is kind of the same thing as Whiskey Whisperer. It just kind of came to me. Really strange chord progression that I just had in mind, you know, that I've been playing over and over for probably a month. And then I just sat down and, you know, my you know, most recent breakup probably played a large role in that, but which it always does, I guess, in country music. But and I tend to aim more toward ballads. I think I heard one of your other artists say that as well.
Yeah. Well, and you heard me say I'm a sucker for a great ballad. You send me a ballad that's well done and the vocals and the stories. I mean, that's country music to me.
Yeah, I've got a stack of them. I just need to get them recorded when I hit the right lottery ticket.
Hey, that's all right. Well, you got a place that'll play them. I'll guarantee you that for sure.
I appreciate it.
Definitely. And then Burn, the next song.
Yeah, that one was probably the most personal song I've ever had. You know, the opportunity to write. Kind of, you know, had this long, strung out breakup, and when you truly care about somebody, you just want them to be happy. So I imagined what I would say to her and, you know, slash them, her new boyfriend, if I were to run into him. And it's basically just a song about that. Okay. And it was so strange because that's one of the ones that just writes itself. It was done in probably an hour and a half.
Wow.
You know, I probably cleaned it up in 2 hours.
That's awesome.
You know, front to back. It was really strange, and I still get goosebumps when I play it, but it's kind of like just growing up, making peace with your past.
Well,
things
and
like that.
Amy just typed in the chat. She says the sadder the better, and that's what they love, and I do too. Those songs, that move people, that tell the great stories and have all the emotion and the vocals and the fully produced production. It's just there's nothing better.
Yeah, I kind of stopped leaning toward the word sad and just started using the word raw. It's just really in your face, really heavy duty. And true. It's like one of my favorite songwriters. He said, Travis Meadows. He said, "Peace isn't found in a calmer storm; it's found in a better boat." So you just kind of work on yourself. Wow. You just do all that. And when he sings a song, he's like, yeah, anybody could write a song, blah blah, or cut it and then you cover it or whatever. And he's like, but nobody can tell a story like I can tell my story.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the same thing. When you, especially at a writers' round out here, you just kind of you believe them when they play it. Mm-hmm. It's just really raw. And that's what Burn is to me. It'll always be that rawness to it.
Yeah. That is awesome, man. I love all of the stories that you've told tonight about these songs, and keep doing your thing, man. And I hope you win the lottery because we want to hear some more. Definitely. I didn't win it a couple of nights ago in the Powerball. I bought 2 tickets. It's up to $431 million. So I play. Somebody's going to win it.
Yeah, I see the signs all the time, but I don't even stop to buy a ticket.
You should see the size of my home studio if I do win it. I'll have some 3-foot thick walls too. For sure. But I will still let artists like you in. So keep making that great country music, my friend. Ellis Griffin, it has been a pleasure tonight. Thank you for the time.
Thank you. I hope I get to meet you sometime.
Absolutely. And you said you've never been further than West Texas. We'll get you to Branson one of these days for sure. We'll work on that too.
Oh, I'd love to.
Oh, there's a lot of theaters here that would love to have you. So we'll help you out in that direction too. We'll work on that. Mr. Ellis Griffin, this is called Longer on today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best. It's Triple Play Thursday.
Do the good times really last? Are the best days in the past? Let's give it a chance and don't look back. The night is young and so are we. Feels like magic, baby, you and me. Don't wake me up if it's a dream. Stay with me longer. Baby, just hold my hand. This feeling gets stronger. Hang on as tight as you can. 'Cause we both know there's no good in goodbye. So wait with me through the hell and high water. Stay with me longer. Stay and make this house a home. I can't do it on my own. This life ain't meant to go it alone. Now, darling, I can't explain just what you do when you walk away. You drive this old boy's heart insane. Stay with me longer. Baby, just hold my hand. This feeling gets stronger. Hang on as tight as you can. 'Cause we both know there's no good in goodbye. Through the hell and high water. Stay with me longer. Baby, wait
Baby, just hold my hand. This feeling gets stronger. And hang on as tight as you can. 'Cause we both know there's no good in goodbye. So wade with me through the hell or high water. Stay with me longer. Stay with me longer.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Didn't think I'd see you here tonight. Is that your new man? I know I can tell by the way he holds you tight. Girl, I hope you know I'm happy for you. I swear it ain't a lie. Just haven't seen that smile in a while. If a spark's in your heart, let it burn. If he lights a fire in your eyes, don't turn around and run. And if you never play with fire, then you'll never learn. If a spark's in your heart, let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn. I got feelings that ain't healing, and a question I won't ask. 'Cause the sight of you crying would just tear me all apart. I'd rather see him hold my everything in his arms. If the spark's in your heart, let it burn. If he lights a fire in your eyes, don't turn around and run. If you never play with fire, then you'll never learn. If a spark's in your heart, let it burn. Let it burn. Let it burn.
again, his name is Ellis Griffin. That is a raw, pure country song, all right. It is called Burn, and we are burning up the airwaves tonight. First 2 hours down, we've got one more to go. Welcome to the third hour of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. Couple of great radio interviews. If you're just now getting tuned in to hour number 3, you can go back and hear the replay of the live interviews. You'll be able to find them on our website, KICR, IndieCountryRadio.com. We're going to kick off hour number 3 with this next artist who is also going to be performing for Tim McGraw tomorrow night. He's going to be his opening act, Mr. Brandon Davis. He'll be at the Walmart Amphitheater tomorrow night in Rogers, Arkansas, opening for Tim McGraw. His brand new single is called Hits Different from Brandon Davis on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio. New country's best.
On the radio. Same truck rolling down a 2-lane road. Ain't much for changing the way God made it, but that's the way the world goes round. And now I still live out my day to day. Still hit my knees at night and pray for this life I'm living, 'cause now you're in it. Yeah, it's the same, but it hits different. Now I ain't gotta change a single thing, 'cause since you came, all you do is bring the best out in me. And now I'm seeing a brand new way to spell S-A-N-D. It's always been this way in my mind till my last day. It's the way God meant it, 'cause now you're in it. It's the same, but it hits different. Go to church on Sunday, still crack a beer after work on Monday. Same old dog, just a few new tricks. Same old plans with a brand new spin. No, I ain't gotta change a single thing. Since you came, all you do is bring the best out in me. Now I'm seeing a brand new way to spell S-A-M-E. It's always been this way in my mind till my last day. It's the way God made it, 'cause now you're in it. It's the same, but it hits different. It's the same, but it hits different. That old L-O-V-E sounds so much better with Y-O-U. Now I ain't gotta change a single thing, 'cause since you came, all you do is bring the best out in me. And now I'm seeing a brand new way to spell S-A-M-E. It's always been this way in my mind till my last day. It's the way God meant it, 'cause now you're in it. It's the same, but it hits different. Song on the radio, same truck rolling down a 2-lane road.
Song number 2.
Girl, you don't need another outlaw. Ain't looking for another Jesse James. Don't be fooled by my hat and boots. No, we ain't all the same. We don't all disappear into the sunset. Ain't all gunslanging, saloon door swinging drunks. We ain't all rough cut ramblers out here gambling with love. From the looks of it, I can tell your heart's breaking. Dancing and stress, and you need saving. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. They ain't built for riding, no, we're riding to the storm. Be your strength when you feel weak. Come in and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, but let's get back up on that horse. 'Cause walk 1,000 miles across the desert, climb 100 mountains just so I love your biggest Sedona, Arizona sky and hold you tight. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. They ain't built for running, no, we're riding to the storm. Be your strength when you feel weak, come in and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand and let's get back up on that horse, 'cause that's what cowboys are for. Damsel in distress, and you've been waiting for a hero to go saddle up and save you. Girl, that's what cowboys are for. Ain't built for running, we're riding to the store. Your strength when you feel weak, come and sweep you off your feet. So take my hand, let's get back up on that horse. That's what cowboys are for. That's what cowboys are for. That's what cowboys are for.
Once again, his name is Brandon Davis. That is called That's What Cowboys Are For. And before that, Hits Different. His brand new single is out right now on all streaming platforms. Go check him out, Brandon Davis. He will be performing opening for Tim McGraw along with Alexandra Kay, who I played 3 songs from earlier in the program, tomorrow night at the Walmart Amphitheater in Rogers, Arkansas. One song that really hits home is this next one. So many memories were made in this one room in the house. It is called The Kitchen from Brandon Davis on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
We were NASCAR drivers cutting sharp around turns 3 and 4, racing around that island in our tennis shoes on that hardwood kitchen floor. We were superheroes protecting Mama from monsters in the fridge, playing hide and seek underneath that sink and eating steak 'cause Daddy did. Growing up we found it was built for more than just serving up fried chicken, 'cause the recipe we wrote about the life we're living was cooked up in the kitchen. It's where my mama read the good book and Daddy was playing all them old George Strait songs on the radio, and us kids we'd sing along. It's where we laughed and loved and said prayers up for all that we'd been given. Yeah, the recipe we wrote by the life we're living was cooked up in the kitchen. That old Kenmore double-door oven made many a Thanksgiving thankful meal. Nippy's walls could talk, there's no telling all the great stories they'd reveal. Those barefoot dancing, late night jamming, concert countertops, they painted a picture in our mind that'll never be forgot. It's where my mama read the good book and Daddy was playing all them old George Strait songs on the radio. Us kids, we'd sing along. It's where we laughed and loved and said prayers up for all that we'd been given. Yeah, the recipe we wrote about the life we're living was cooked up in the kitchen. Last minute late night homework hangout, Saturday morning breakfast club. It's a heart and soul of this old house and the root to all my mama would read the good book, and Daddy was playing all them old George Strait songs on the radio. And us kids, we'd sing along. It's where we laughed and loved and said prayers up for all that we've been given. Yeah, the recipe we wrote about the life we're living. All the recipe we wrote about the life we're living was cooked up in the kitchen.
Mouse at on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Cry me a bucket full of tears. Tonight all the blame goes on the beer. Though all my friends keep giving me through my own pain, I finally realized that the only way to find a love that's true is somewhere over you. The only place to find somebody new is somewhere over you. There are so many places I could go, where I could be that fool nobody knows, or I could be that stranger in a crowd, and I can be myself for crying out loud. The only way to find a love that's true is somewhere over you. The only place to find somebody somewhere over you. Oh, I'm crying me a bucket full of tears. Tonight all the blame goes on the beer. Though all my friends keep giving me advice, it's through my own pain I finally realize that the only way to find a love that's true is somewhere over you. The only place to find somebody new is somewhere over you. I'm running out to find somebody new. Yes, I'm over you.
Song number 2.
It's an indecision kind of shape that I'm in. I think my mind is made up, it'll change like the wind. I'm all upside down with this back and forth stuff. I got a love, hate thing about love. It's one step forward and two steps back. It's nearly giving me a broken heart attack. I can't keep it together when I'm cracking up. I got a love, hate thing about love.
That young lady just turned 18. She is a senior in high school. Yeah. From Nixa, Missouri, just north of Branson, where I'm broadcasting live of the live entertainment capital of the world. Her name is Dakota Hale. That is called Love Hate Thing. And before that, Somewhere Over You. Check her songs out on YouTube. She doesn't have any social media yet. She is young and just getting started in the world of country music. But man, I love her sound and she is going to go places. Well, I told both of the artists tonight in interviews I love a great ballad in the world of country music. And this one from Dakota Hale, one of my favorites out right now. It is called Easily on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on Triple Play Thursday.
I simply can't resist your powerful charm. Makes me wanna take you in my arms. Your eyes, your smile, your voice captivate me heart and soul. It's tough keeping it to myself, but no one else can know. I could fall in love with you so easily. I'm right there on the edge secretly, but you're with someone and I am too. That's the cold hard simple truth, the one truth that may never set me free. I could fall in love with you so easily. I gotta learn to keep my feelings in check. Wouldn't wanna lose our self-respect. Your hand's not mine to hold. I remind myself once more, and your lips aren't mine to kiss. That's what I long for. I could fall in love with you so easily. I'm right there on the edge secretly, but you're with someone and I am too. That's the cold hard simple truth, the one truth that may never set me free. I could fall in love with you so easily. Had we met before our lives were all laid out, I believe we both know how it would have played out. But you're with someone and I am too. You can't be mine and that's the truth, the one truth that may never set me free. I could fall in love with you. I think I'm falling in love with you. I could fall in love with you easily.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's Country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
Country girl, come on and give me a smile.
together, well, we're gonna go far. Country girl, you rock my world. Well, the first time I saw you, I just couldn't close my mouth. Well, you look so fine that my mind just went down south. Well, sitting with the girls, just talking about the boys. Hey, look at me, sugar, and forget that noise. Country girl, I'm your man. Country girl, come on and give me a smile. Stay with me just for a while. Come on and dance with me in this honky-tonk bar. You and me together, where we're gonna go far. Country girl, you rock my world. Oh, let's rock it now. Well, the next time I saw you, my heart just skipped a beat. Yeah, I tried to walk, but I was tripping all over my feet. Well, your blue jean shorts really caught my eye. You're grinning like the devil when you walk by. Country girl, I'm your man. Country girl, come on and give me a smile. Stay with me just for a while. Come on and dance with me in this honky-tonk bar. You and me together, where we're gonna go far. Country girl, you rock my world. Hey. Country girl, come on and give me a smile. Stay with me just for a while. Just for a while, yeah. Come on and dance with me in this honky-tonk bar. You and me together, where we're gonna go far. Country girl, you rock my world. Country girl, you rock my world. Oh yeah, you do.
Song number 2.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, I wanna love you. Hey, I wanna hug you. I wanna tease you. Hey, I wanna squeeze you. So come on back to me. Hey, I've been thinking what I've been missing. I've been thinking, ooh, you've been kissing. So come on back to me. Well, you looked at me and I began to melt. Well, you touched my hand and this is what I felt. Yeah, I kinda felt like living, felt like trying, felt like living, and I felt like dying. Oh, come on back to me. Hey, 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 I'm gonna love you. Hey, 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 I'm gonna love you. Hey, hey, I wanna kiss you. Hey, 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 I wanna squeeze you. Hey, 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 I've been thinking. Hey, hey, what I've been missing. Hey, I've been thinking. Hey, ooh, you've been kissing. Hey, well, you looked at me and I began to melt. Well, you touched my hand and this is what I felt. Yeah, I kinda felt like living, felt like trying, felt like living, and I felt like back to me. Come on back to me. Yeah, I kinda felt like living, felt like trying, felt like living, and I felt like dying. Oh, come on back to me. Come on back to me.
His name is Jonathan Lynn. That is his latest single. It is called Come Back to Me. And before that, another great tune called Country Girls. You can check out the video to one of his songs on our TV channel, ICTV, IndieCountryTelevision.net. Well, I'll tell you what, if you're looking for a great wedding song, you might want to check out this next one for your wedding. It was part of mine last October. I'll send it out to my beautiful bride, Brenda, who is listening to us, and in our live chat room, where she always is. Better be, right? This is called You're All I Need from Jonathan Lynn on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Never find someone like you, ever change my whole world the way that you do. Loving you, baby, so simple and free. Trust me, my darling.
Sounds like this.
I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane.
And this.
I don't want to be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR, Indie Country Radio.
I'm flipping through channels house again, and I'm staring straight out the window. The walls are closing in, and it ain't even noon. Watching that second hand spinning round in circles, and knowing I need a change real soon. I gotta get out of here, go full throttle, take it to a higher gear. Really in my face, it's my escape to come back a member of the human race. Only thing I know, there ain't no doubt, I gotta get out. Come on, gonna head straight to the bay, soak up some summer rays, and shoot me a shot of Jose and a chase or two. I gotta get out of here, go full throttle, take it to a higher gear. Wind in my face, it's my escape to come back a member of the human race. Only thing I know, there ain't no doubt, I gotta get out. I gotta get out. Top down, brave and shaded highway, my cares faded. Sunshine, unwind, play the radio loud. I gotta get out of here, go full throttle, take it to a higher gear. Wind in my face, it's my escape to come back a member of the human race. Only thing I know, there ain't no doubt, I gotta get out. Gotta get out. Ooh, yeah, gotta get out.
Song number 2.
Are you a regular sinner or considered a saint? Or living between temptation and restraint? Only you know what you are and what you ain't. This ride through life can be like a runaway train. It'll travel faster with every passing year. There's no brake to pull, so you gotta learn to steer. It'll test your faith to arrive on time, not late. This ride through life can be like a runaway train. The speed of life makes it all a short ride, and the ticket's only good one way, one side. You judge by how you live, not how you explain the ride you take through life on the runaway train. If a scar and mark just proves that you're alive, they're a testament to your power to survive. 'Cause at the start, that end looks further away. This ride through life can be like a runaway train. The speed of life makes it all runaway train. Runaway train, runaway train. Life's a runaway train. Runaway train.
She is my good Canadian friend. Her name is Tiana Woods. That is called Runaway Train. And before that, another great song, her latest single called Get Out. Well, I'll tell you what, this show's like a runaway train. We're going to get one more triple play in, though, after the third one from Tiana Woods. It is called Bring Your Own Sunshine on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio. New country's best on Triple Play Thursday.
Sometimes you walk 1,000 miles in the rain. You swear it ain't gonna let up. You feel every single drop of the pain. So close to giving in and giving up. Every day we got a choice, a decision to make. Don't you wanna see the world in a brighter way? Make your own dreams, make your own luck, make your own peace with the man above. Give a little more, take a little less. For the very first time, don't ever second guess. Life is full of dark and stormy skies, and to bring your own sunshine. Don't it make you feel good, make you feel safe to hang your hat on a whole lot of hope? All that it takes is a little bit of faith right there at the end of your road. You can't always depend on somebody else. Sometimes you gotta do it yourself. Make your own dreams, make your own luck, make your own peace with the man above. Give a little more, take a little less. For the very first time, don't ever second guess. Life is full of dark and stormy skies, so bring your own sunshine. Be the one, be the light. Yeah, starting today for the rest of your life. Make your own dreams, make your own luck, make your own peace with the man above. Give a little more, take a little less. For the very first time, don't ever second guess. Life is full of dark and stormy skies. Life is full of dark and stormy skies. Gotta bring your own sunshine. Bring your own sunshine. Yeah, bring your own sunshine. Bring your own sunshine.
You're listening to Triple Play Thursday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
One less bar in this town I go drinking. One less beach to watch that red sun sinking. One less number in my phone. One less way to get back home. One less church to go to pray. If less is more is what they say, then I got one more, almost got it right. One more string of sleepless nights. One more, tell myself it's gonna be okay. One more, man, what could have been? One more, why this had to end? One more empty bottle in this world, 'cause of one less girl. One less favorite song that I'll be playing. One less I love you, that I'll be safe. One less pair of blue-green eyes, one less car parked in my drive, one less dance out in the rain. If less is more is what they say, then I got one more, almost got it right. One more string of sleepless nights, one more tell myself it's gonna be okay. One more, man, what could have been? One more, why this have to end? One more empty bottle in this world, 'cause of one less girl that I still want, that I still need, that I can't stop thinking about. That took my breath, took my heart, can't live without. One more, almost got it right. One more string of sleepless nights. One more, tell myself it's gonna be okay, okay. One more, man, what could have been? One more, why this had to end? One more empty bottle in this world, 'cause of one less girl. One less girl.
Song number 2.
Well, I'm sure God's got a lot of strikes against me. I don't always make it to church on Sunday. Been known to use 4-letter words, and too often I forget to pray unless I'm in trouble. I like my whiskey strong and double. Lord knows I spend a lot of nights sitting on this church pew bar stool, listening to the sinners in the pool, talking about their broken hearts. 'Cause in here you come as you are, can't help but think the man upstairs is cool. With me on this church pew bar stool. Last week I missed the preacher's sermon, but I was helping Joe unload some burdens. 'Cause he lost his job and lost his wife. So I had a holy Saturday night, sitting on this church pew bar stool, listening to the sinners and the fools, talking about their broken hearts. 'Cause in here you come as you are, can't help but think the man upstairs is cool. With me on this church pew bar stool. The good book said to do what he would do, and I do. Sitting on this church pew bar stool, listening to the sinners and the fools, talking about their broken hearts. 'Cause in here you'll come as you are, can't help but think the man upstairs is cool. With me on this church pew bar stool. Church pew bar stool. Church pew bar stool.
His name is J.D. Shelburne. That is called Church P. Barstool, and before that, One Less Girl. Well, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Triple Play Thursday. I want to thank Donovan Lee Carpenter for being with me and Ellis Griffin. Go check both of them out. They are fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. If you missed the interviews, replay them on our website, KICR IndieCountryRadio.com. Tomorrow night, after 7 p.m. Central Time, we'll be on the air again, and I will be joined by Sarah McCulloch and Matt Tucker. 2 more great interviews tomorrow night on New Music Friday. Today's Country with Tim Kelly is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like us there on Facebook, and we will like you right back. J.D. Shelburne taking us out one more time. I'll see you on the radio. Good night, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on, oh, I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym floor, and a slow dance. First love, first kiss, second base down that old dirt road. When it's freezing cold, I can sink your toes in warm white sand. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. So turn me on, oh, I'll see you on the radio. I'm young, I'm old, I'm country, I'm rock and roll. So turn